You are watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the August 2nd meeting of the Michigan City Tree Board. You can find more information for this meeting at www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Okay, I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Michigan City Tree Board on Wednesday, August 2nd at 6:30-ish, 6:35. And we'll start with a call to order. I'm sorry, with a roll call.
Dennis Britton,
Here.
Angie Deutsch,
She's not here.
Betsy Elsesser,
Here.
Laura Henderson, I'm here. James Malowitz is not here. Mary Nell Murphy,
I'm here.
Jim Werner is not here. Talia Tsigas.
Present.
Okay.
So we have a quorum.
We do have a quorum.
And Tim Werner, the president, is not able to be here today, so as vice president, I'll run the meeting. And I will note that we have an executive session at 6 o'clock, from 6 to 6:30 today, to talk about prospective employees. There, sign that and pass it on. Thank you. Okay. Next up is approval of the minutes from our last meeting, which was July 6th. Has everyone had a chance to look those over?
Yes.
Yes, I move that we approve the minutes.
I second.
Okay, can I get a vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, passes, thanks. Okay, the treasurer's report and claims for July. Do we have that?
I emailed it out to folks. I have one copy here. People need to look at
I
it.
don't need to look at it. It's
Right.
fine with me.
Yes.
It's basically the same as last.
No, I never understand.
Oh, I see, that's right, that's right. And here's back. Thanks. Okay, well, can I get a motion to approve the treasurer's report?
So moved.
Thank you. And a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
And that passes, thank you.
Now, the other thing that has to do with our burning fund,
Yeah.
she didn't get that yet. Probably because she asked at the last minute.
Okay,
But actually, probably because it's August 2nd, and she's getting it for the previous month. She probably, and we don't have it.
okay, all right, thank you. We'll look at that next meeting. Okay, moving on to communications. Any communications?
I did not get the,
Okay. Okay. On to committee reports. So we can now talk about outreach and education, tree ID labels, monthly farmers market, etc. I would like to get this in the minutes for when the three remaining farmers market dates are, so we get it in the minutes, please. And that is this coming Saturday, August 5th. And then, September 2nd and October 7th. So for this upcoming farmers market, who is able to
I am.
go to that? So Betsy, I think you said you were able to get there like 8 to 11.
Right.
Okay,
And I have a small table.
okay, thank you.
and I will bring another table also,
Okay, and when will you be able to?
8 to 12.
8 to 12, okay. And Dennis,
I'll be there at 9,
at 9 to about when?
as long as I'm needed.
Till 12, okay. And I think you said you weren't able to come.
I'm gonna come, but I don't know how long I'll be able to stay because I'm gonna be managing 2 dogs and stuff.
Oh, okay, okay.
So,
And I should be able to get there shortly after 8, closer to 9 possibly. So, okay, we'll be fully staffed there,
Oh, yeah.
nicely staffed.
And Laura said she'd make up a sign-up list for if we meet anyone
Thank
who
you.
wants a tree.
Great. And Betsy, thank you for printing off in color because I only have a black and white printer.
Anytime.
A couple things I'll put on our table.
Mhm.
And I've got some
Sleeves.
good Goodwill Frames,
Yep.
asking for volunteers or for free trees for the community. They hopefully that will come through. We received.
Should we try to pick up some of those banners that were in the office, the arborist office?
Yes, yes.
But we just need some kind of stand for them, so.
Well, some banners we could tape to the front of the table.
Sure.
These are more like the really vertical
Oh,
ones, kind of like urban trees. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah, very nicely done.
Yeah,
So unless we have the infrastructure, I guess we probably should wait until we do that, huh?
well, if there's, we could probably find a way to put one of them up at least, maybe not all of them.
All right.
Plus there's that one that's like a blade sign, and then there's others that are not, that could like go up on an easel
I
or
don't
something.
know where the blade sign was, but I can go take a look.
Are there other materials, informational materials in the,
Very big box that Tim has.
okay, well, maybe we can, he won't be back for the,
No.
okay.
Are you talking about other things that Nicole had?
Yeah, she had some things from the Forest Service, et cetera.
Brochures and
Is
things.
that what's in the box that Tim has?
Everything was in the box because we didn't want to make sure the next person would be there, but I don't know where that broke down. Yeah. I did remind him earlier this week that I need my white baskets back because I carted all those plants back and he did not give those, so he did not. Okay. So, whatever, he's probably just all ready to go. I guess it's his brother's wedding or something. Whatever.
Okay.
So,
Well, maybe I can come up with some informational materials, something basic. I did find a couple of things that, this is what we call a door hanger. And I have quite a collection of these, but this one is in English on one side and Spanish on the other side.
Good.
And it's very simple and easy to read. And what to do with a new tree.
Is that something we should use when we do the community print?
I think something like that would be great, but I only have a couple of these. I would have to get some printed up.
Okay.
So, see what I can do about that.
I think we can use that education budget for,
Yeah.
Our non-reverting fund.
Yeah.
I can go to the beach or tomorrow and get stuff printed up.
You
Okay.
can?
And I would say a couple hundred, we're gonna,
Well, some places have, there's some stationery stores, they have pieces of paper
That are.
that are
Like that.
already formed like this.
Okay,
Do you want me to give you this and then
it's up to you.
I've got another one somewhere. So see what you can do.
Okay.
The one thing you might want to obscure is at the bottom, it says, who gave it?
Open lands.
Right, this is, yeah, you want to take off any mention of Illinois.
I thought that Jen Birdfield said she had something like this, didn't she?
yeah.
She said she had the booklets similar to what Nicole had. And, I'm not sure if every casual person who walks up to our table wants a 30-page booklet.
No.
But I'll see what else I have, but if I think it would be great to have those for the tree planting at least.
Yes, yeah. That's
It would be nice to have some kind of email or maybe our Facebook page on the bottom of that too.
Right.
Right, maybe you could put a sticker over that source and just put
Michigan City Tree Board.
Michigan, at the very, right. If you're going to the beach, they know how to do stuff like that,
Sure.
I'm sure.
Okay. Anything else on education and outreach? Okay, moving on, public relations, Facebook, press releases, etc. So we're up to 88 followers on Facebook. In the last 28 days, our posts reached 204 people.
Good.
So that's good. And the top post was that photo of another happy family taking away a free tree.
Mm-hmm.
I think they and their friends got a big kick out of that. But it was a nice picture.
We should publicize the tree planting date as much as we can.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I didn't put it here, but I did have a couple other posts about that and some save the date and things.
Maybe I could make something, I mean, you have the things I made for you.
Yeah.
But do we have anything at the farmer's market that says in big letters what the
September
date
9th.
is?
September
No.
9th.
No, we don't.
Okay, I volunteer to make something like
Thank
that we can.
Bless you.
Okay, what has, we kind of arbitrarily picked September 9th, but we still don't know if Servicescape is gonna help us dig holes,
Right,
or when they can,
Right.
if they can.
right.
So
that was my question as
We don't
well.
want to publicize the date until we're sure of it.
On the other hand, it's not good for trees to just sit around in those little plastic
Right.
sleeves that they have.
I think that was the hope, that we get it and that Servicescape can help that date, but we don't know for sure.
Right.
We don't know if Tim has asked them.
No, he did refer to them and the grant.
Okay, if he's out of town, can we at least send him some email?
Yeah, I've got a list of stuff I was gonna
Okay.
ask him about, and I just added that to it.
All right.
The list keeps growing.
Well, I can change that date. I mean,
I think we need to plan for that, because if there is a
Yes.
rain date, then we still can do it
Right.
the next weekend, because really,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
gonna be
sounds
bad.
good.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
yeah.
I also put out asking for volunteers for planting, and Dominic, thank you for responding in the affirmative.
Good.
So that's what's up with Facebook. Anything else on public relations? I think that's it.
Well, if we have a press release for the planting date, I mean, I guess let's wait to hear from Servicescape for sure, and
yeah.
then maybe we send out.
Yeah, that's a good idea, press release for the, when we
Right.
get that.
But if it's pending with Servicescape, we might state no sooner than
Well,
September 9th.
I think we should wait till we know the date
Yeah.
before we put
Yeah.
out the press release.
I mean, that's just confusing,
Well,
because people plan.
Yes.
at least let people know it is coming. We don't necessarily have to put a date, but we
How
can
about
prep people.
coming in September?
Yes,
Okay,
Because
That's
maybe
excellent.
we won't be planting all on the same day.
that's true.
so at least we're alerting people.
Yeah, I mean, other volunteer organizations I belong to, you don't ask people the night before, can you come out and help us
Right.
plan?
Hopefully it won't be the night before. Okay, moving on to Arbor Day tree giveaway. Anything there?
No, I mean, Arbor Day hopefully will be taken care of, one way or the other, but the material's not due till the end of the year, so we
Yeah.
gotta just keep pictures and our events, and so.
Right,
We usually need to order our trees in October. So.
Is it that early?
Yes, it is that early.
Okay.
And believe me, we ordered our trees 2 weeks after the first date, and a lot of things were already gone. So we should be right on top of this. So I would say at next meeting, we need to make our list
Yeah,
of what we want,
yeah.
so that we're ready to order.
hey, same thing we had last time is fine with me.
And is that from the Indiana DNR, the nursery? Okay, that's,
I remember we were hung up on the location of where that might be, because we're not going back to the same, we can't go back to the same park, right?
to pick them up?
No, remember,
I don't know what
Kruger
you're
Park, the
we can't,
the Earth
Kruger
Day.
is got something going on that day.
Oh, you're talking about something completely
Oh, I
different.
thought you were mentioning Arbor Day.
Well,
I'm talking about ordering the trees.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about anything else.
Okay,
Right.
all right,
For
Now
next
where-
spring.
I get
Right.
it.
and where we give them out is
Is a
at Earth
completely
Day.
another,
Yeah.
that's another
Yeah.
issue.
But remember, there were a lot of people at this last giveaway that wanted certain things that we didn't have.
Right,
This
like
year.
pawpaws.
Pawpaws, for one.
Yeah.
And I think with Earth Day, it was that they couldn't schedule it that same immediate weekend after we were gonna be
Okay, so
receiving
date
them.
and location to be announced.
Yeah. But we, may wanna think about having a separate,
But that's
event.
quite a bit into the future.
Yes, yeah, so that we don't have the trees hanging around, but yeah, we'll get there when we get there on that one. Okay, but yeah, that's what was up with that.
Okay,
Anything else then on Arbor Day tree giveaway? Oh, and so thank you, Dahlia, for providing the proclamation from the city, January, on Arbor Day. Hereby proclaimed Saturday, April 29th, 2023 is Arbor Day.
That was from earlier.
Yeah.
This is the official copy. Yeah.
Oh, excellent, and last year's, very good, thank you very much, to be filed. Okay, so grants, the community, so that went in, and the City Parks Department asked us to submit a joint application, and so Tim sent that in, and we heard back from Jen that it was received. So,
Do we know how many, like, I kind of had a hard time finding how many trees we asked for,
30.
30.
and then how much did the park district ask for?
see, I thought that was all.
I think that the 30 was the total
Yeah.
request.
right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
And we have requests for about how many? A 20-something?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, I think so. But we haven't vetted those locations yet.
Right.
Because sometimes they don't work out.
Great, they may pull out.
Okay, great.
Okay, annual tree planting, tree request list, watering reminders, that's upcoming.
Right, Tim was going to email the previous people, but I don't know if he got around to it.
Yeah.
Because he has all the emails.
Okay.
Tim might need to delegate some of this stuff.
Yeah.
And he did note that he was gonna reach out to the people and for the planting too beforehand. For the community.
He's taken a lot of stuff on himself that I don't know if he can.
Yeah, and share the love.
Yeah.
Okay, Tree City designation. I don't think we have anything new on that.
No.
No, we just have to keep gathering information, I'm kind of familiar with it now, so as the end of the year comes around, I'll be asking for the controller, how much money we've spent, and putting all of our events together. I think all of our farmers markets are events, plus the 2 tree giveaways and the planting. So anyway, it just has to get together, so
I think I sent you some photos a while ago. If you want more, let me know.
I do want,
Okay,
send me.
okay.
I'll take a look at it. I haven't worked on much on that right now, but yeah.
Dialing back a little bit
Okay.
to thinking about the day we plant trees. Do we want to take more photos on that day?
Yes,
We
wow,
should.
that's a good day.
I mean, should we be as at least proof of what we're accomplishing?
Absolutely.
Sure. As
Okay.
much publicity as possible.
Okay.
Okay. And I might be better at taking the photos than digging, so.
All right.
I was thinking we probably need to have a dedicated photographer.
Oh, good, that's me.
Okay. It's fine with me.
And cheerleader.
Okay.
Yay.
Yes.
Do both, multitask. Okay, so it more Tree City designation, you're coordinating that and upcoming, okay. Okay, on the arborist search, so we had a executive session, 6 o'clock, 6 to 6:30 today on that. Anything to add?
We have,
In process.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and then the next session or section is if we had an arborist / city forester, what they would be reporting on.
And I just would like to add that, the city council did approve money to remove trees, but my only concern, and I voiced it at the meeting, is that a certified arborist needs to look at the tree to make that evaluation. So as soon as we have somebody, and I would prefer them to use a certified arborist to do that process to evaluate. Not every tree that looks dead is dead, and et cetera.
Yep.
Right, and it should be a different arborist than the one who's hired to remove it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a
There's a little
vested interest.
In theory,
Sure.
in theory.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were able to read what I had given you about the money at city council. I know the first time I went there, the city council meeting was shortened because there wasn't a police officer present.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't, because our meeting actually lasted till 9:45
Okay.
yesterday. And I didn't even remember that because it was just long.
Sure.
It
Okay.
was very long.
Okay. Alrighty, so that's the arborist report. Old business,
I have a question. Have we settled with the Beecher then? You know, remember our
I believe so.
financially, yeah.
That's $76. That's
yeah,
been
last year.
Oh,
Okay.
good. Alright, so we can ask them for more print. Good,
All right. That's my only old business
Okay.
question I have. Yeah.
okay. Any new business to bring up at this time? Okay, seeing none, moving on to board comments. Anyone wanna say anything?
Well, we had a lot of good discussion in our executive session, and it's unfortunate that our leader is not here, and we need to make some follow-up
Yeah, well,
inquiries.
well, and he knew he wasn't able to attend.
Right. No, I'm not faulting anyone, but things are moving along maybe slower than we like.
I can't think of any invasive pest that's new. It's the same ones that we always have. I haven't seen oak wilt. I heard that there is some around, but I haven't seen it near me, so I'm glad.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
seen any either.
Or spotted lanternfly.
Oh, I have
In our
not seen
county,
that.
no.
Spotted lanternfly is especially attracted to fruit trees and to tree of heaven.
Tree of heaven, yes.
And their egg masses can be found, they say, on tree of heaven trees, of which there are at least a dozen in my neighborhood, and I have not seen that.
Okay. yes.
All through the summer, though, I've seen some gypsy moth damage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen plenty of gypsy moths.
Yeah.
They
Is that spongy moth?
spongy
You're right.
moths. Yes,
Thank you for the
spongy moths.
correction. The spongy moth.
Yeah, they're at my brother's house.
Uh-huh.
We killed a lot of caterpillars earlier on.
And one thing I've heard is they're not horrible. I mean, they generally won't kill a tree.
Right.
And
They generally won't kill a tree.
birds will eat the caterpillars. you know,
I don't know about that.
Yes.
They're very furry,
Yeah.
and
But
birds don't like that.
Furry.
But spongy moth, spotted lanternfly, horrible. Yes.
Yeah. And gypsy moths,
Spongy moths?
spongy moths, thank you. Most trees survive unless they're already weakened.
Right.
But if they get every year spongy moths,
True.
spongy moths, they might die.
True,
Because
that's
they
true.
will be weakened.
I only saw
But-
one tent caterpillar, that sort of webbing. That
That's
makes-
bird food.
And again, that doesn't kill a tree, but
No.
it's unsightly.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is
it is.
unsightly. Very unsightly, but it's just one of those things.
Any other board comments?
Just in following up, we've got so many different things we're trying to get qualified and quantified and whatever. We need to really be up on having us all informed, whether it's email, which sometimes is too slow, maybe by texting.
I would say email, so it seems like that's just, is your email delayed?
It's not as, if it's something important and immediate, texting is immediate. It's right there. We know it within the thing. For example, I checked my email at 5 o'clock, lo and behold, at 5:15, there was an email that came through. So email isn't necessarily the quickest form of information getting out there, and we have a lot of things we're trying to follow up on, so that's all I'm saying.
So-
Whatever's the most expedient.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, thank you. Any other board comments? Okay, any public comments?
Yes.
Please state your name.
My name is Dominic Yankee. At Westcott Park, there's a fence and there's a bunch of trees growing along it, and they put the fence too close to the tree. So I went out after me and my boss found it, I went out and trimmed the fence off of the tree with bolt cutters.
Are those
because
the ones you told us about? You sent pictures?
I think this is different.
This is different.
That was Dunescape, I think.
That was
Okay.
Yeah.
Westcott.
And with Dunescape, we found a volunteer form, and they signed that on behalf of the company that'll do the trimming.
Cool.
So they're covered, and they're ready to proceed and authorized. So I was able to remove most of the stuff with bolt cutters, but there were a few larger diameter metal poles that were embedded, and I didn't have a saw. And then at Franklin Street at the farmer's market, there were a bunch of Christmas lights on the trees, and it was obvious that they hadn't been removed in
Interesting.
3+ years. They were starting to grow into the bark,
Uh-oh.
and it was
Which trees were these on?
at the farmer's market in the by
Parking
where the
lot?
wooden bench was and the other areas, like at the
parking lot?
corners. Yeah, the
Okay.
corners.
Are
of the
those,
parking lot.
what species of trees are those?
I can't remember. They're the ones with the compound leaves.
Oh, the locust.
Yeah, the locust.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be taken down the same time the other ones
Yeah.
were, so somebody
Yeah.
missed it. I think, what was it, the park department that took it down?
Might have been street. Oh no, I think it was. Well, I know park department does it in the parks, but they probably do the
I
ones
believe
there.
they
Did
took
they
the
do
ones down.
Franklin Street? Do you know, because
Oh, they're all gone,
a
yeah.
couple of years ago, they were taken down along Franklin Street, and those should have been done at the same time.
Correct.
So I don't know if that was the park department or the street department or who.
So we checked with park maintenance and they had no knowledge about it.
Of
so-
Franklin Street?
Yeah, so we think
Okay.
it was the street department. And they were supposed to take them down every 2 years, preferably every 1 year, but every 2
Yeah.
No, they're
years.
supposed to be down because
Yeah.
Because
they're not
they
sustainable.
Yeah.
they were starting to girdle the trees. And I could only get as far as I could reach. It was all the way up into the higher branches.
And you did that as part of your work with the park department?
Yes, the one in at Franklin Street, but then the one at the Westcott Park, I did that with the park department superintendent, my boss, is his authorization. I did it outside of work hours.
Thank you.
And then I remember sending some of the things I noticed for Tree City USA Growth Award. I found things on their site, and I found things that we've done that qualify us for the minimum amount of points to apply for that. I know it's a while before it'll get submitted and everything. There's still plenty of time left, but I just want to make sure it doesn't fall below the radar. And then another thing is that starting August 18th is the deadline for me to put money down for school. So if I don't hear back from any employment opportunities by then, I will be going to school in the fall again.
Very good. Anything else?
That's all.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
And
So where do we stand with the Christmas lights? Is this a street department? Is Ed gonna contact the street department about getting those Christmas lights down?
Ed asked for a favor from them recently, so he didn't want to ask for a second favor, right back to back,
Okay,
because the departments help each other a lot, and he didn't want to.
okay.
And the street department just gave us asphalt millings for the golf course very generously.
So the Christmas lights will probably stay there.
Yes.
Well, whoever was able to reach them to put them up there should, has the means to take them down. I mean, I can understand how someone standing on the ground wouldn't be able to take them all down.
Yeah.
okay, well, thank you for that information.
Yeah.
Any other
Yes.
public comments? Seeing as there's no other public here, I'm gonna think that's a no. Our next,
3 times.
oh, any other public comments? Any other public comments? Any other public comments? Our next meeting will be Wednesday, September 6th here, same bat channel. And that is the agenda. So can I get a motion for adjournment?
And I just want to,
Before that, yes.
I just want to clarify for anyone who's watching that the September 9th date for planting is considered tentative until we know who's going to dig the holes.
Right, and that we verify that we did receive the grant.
Right.
Yes. So we're hopeful on that front that we'll receive the grant and the trees and that September 9th will work out for planting day.
Okay.
Saturday, September 9th. Correct.
Motion to adjourn?
Thank you. Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, we are adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.